Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances. Section 107 of the Copyright Act provides the statutory framework for determining whether something is a fair use and identifies certain types of uses, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research, as examples of activities that may qualify as fair use. Section
Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances.
All right, let me get them off the stage. Hello. As the AI lady just said, my name is Mike Reed. Sorry about starting a little behind. I was racing to get here. I had to stop at In-N-Out real quick for the little one. Grab her something to eat. She didn't want what we had at the house. That's how it is sometimes. Yo, I'd like to say what's up to all the people that are here. Spin 78 Appliance Service on IG. What's happening? We got Untamed Kango, Mel, Maxto Plus. Thanks for coming on through. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Bring this down. All right. Oh, I wanted to bring up something real quick. Hold on, I got on my glasses. I'm looking through the Hoshizaki book, for this year. This book has all the information on what the specifications are on all the units that you would sell, for the models that you would sell. And I was looking through and I found the ones that said R600. Bam, here we go. So all these under counter ones, and there we go. R600. All of these units here are the R600 ones. And funny enough, I had a client that gave me a unit, a brand new unit that was, turns out it's an R600. So I got to find out just what's wrong with that one. Funny story with that, the manufacturer called me, asked me to take a call, but they didn't say who the client was. They just asked if I would take the call. And I told them no. I hadn't sent in my paperwork yet to get paid from the last one. So I said, no, it's one at a time. I'm not doing any calls until everything is settled up. That's how I do my stuff. I'm not doing 2-3 service calls. I'm doing one call, then I wait to get paid. That's it. That's all. Everything I'm doing is just maintaining. Brother Frank, what's happening? What is the word? Thank you so much for contributing. The number one sponsor of the show. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Because Brother Frank he gets his whole video. There we go. And I can't forget about you too, Mel. I do appreciate it. Much appreciated. Hey, oh, good. All right, so Frank got into the Fry Master class. Very happy for you. Funny enough, one of the someone that watches my channel, well, he's supposed to watch my channel anyway. He called me up asking me about working on the Fry Master. Normally he's here on IG. He hasn't shown up yet. I said, man, if you don't take yourself to that class, calling me, hell no. I teach you on this channel where to get the answers from. Not to get it from me, but to get it directly from the factory, if at all possible. If it's not possible, then I have to work something else out for you. But my thing is to help you get it direct. You need a relationship with the factory. So without further ado, let me just jump on into this. As I was doing, well, let me see what I got here. As I was looking for you guys, because I'm the one that's scoping out this stuff. Oh, let me see here. I've been whining, bitching, and moaning at all these factories. And finally, another factory decided to listen to me. Carpet Johnny. Another factory got tired of me calling up, shooting the breeze. They said, let's go ahead and get his dude what he's asking for. Yo! Oh, look at you. Man, hey, Frank, I just want you to at least make some money, man. Wow, Williams, what's the word? Let me go. So this is also, once again, I'm going back to the McDonald's. This is for McDonald's. Let me see. Big Mike Adams, what's the word? All right, so let me go back to Carpet Johnny. So if you go to Carpet Johnny, tap on services. Ooh, and who all saw that AI? The robots. The African came through for us. The oh man, Elon, the Africana, he came in. Big Mike Adams. He got the robots. He got them marching out. He got them marching around, man. All right, this is a much better screen. So I put the link in the chat. Now, when you go to Carpet Johnny, you got here class schedule. Boom. She finally put class schedule up there. I have been harassing this woman for almost a decade. And I don't know if some of you guys had called up, because when you were calling me asking me about the class, I said, hey man, just call these people up. So right here under class schedule, we've already missed these other ones, but this is the one for McDonald's. This is the backup for McDonald's. See, open to 10 technicians. McDonald's, they even want the McDonald's technicians for whatever the hell that AVO certification. All right, so now Carpet Johnny wants you to complete some online training class. And this is for the one in High Point, North Carolina. Wishing everyone the best over there in the Carolinas, Atlanta, Florida. Well, Georgia and Florida. Let's see here what we got. Oh, wow. August. So September was canceled accordingly. Ooh, all right. November just got full. So you have December. So you have December to sign up for the McDonald's K3. Now, this is not every single McDonald's. All right. So what's Wild William saying? Mike, just put me on your favorite manufacturer list so I can just give give you a cut per unit. Brother, that's gonna be a long list. All right, Big Mike, you said you did. What was crazy? Because that wasn't you that called me about that Fry Master. That was another brother that called me. Um, so Taylor is the number one machine for McDonald's. The K3 is the backup machine for McDonald's locations. So you're gonna fill out this information, uh, and I don't know what the hell AVO certified is. All right, so they say that this includes hotel. Each class is held at no charge. They are providing you with lunch and snacks, dinner, transportation to and from the hotel. So I guess whoever is the distributor for your region, which for me it's going to be, for me it's going to be, what the hell is his name? Is the guy's name is Lee? We do not get along. So that is interesting. Lee would Lee would get stuck with the bill for me going. The guy here, he has all the Stolting training. I'm sorry, not Stolting, Carpigiani training. And he told Carpigiani I can attend. And then when it came time for me to gain interest to his facility, he blocked me from getting in. So it just made it look like I didn't show up for class. But they kept telling me, oh, wait, they're doing something right now, just wait. And the waiting ended up being all freaking day. All right, so here is the information because I know you guys are freaking goo goo gaga over this. No, Frank, this is factory training. So this is, you're only going to the headquarters. At this facility in North Carolina, this is where the dishwasher training is. This is where every now and then they have oven training. But this is the headquarters for Ollie Group. The well-built office is in Florida, but the Ollie Group office is in North Carolina. They are not. This is for everything that they have. I know it's the K3, but they have everything set up. You can't have like 3-phase and all that everywhere you go. It's very difficult to ship enough units to a location and then do proper training. There's no drainage. You don't have the proper voltage. So all this stuff is done at the factory. So the Carpigiani office, and that's going to be the majority of this stuff. You only have classes like Scotsman, Manitowoc, Hoshizaki. The ice machine classes are all over, but when it comes to like ice cream machines and that kind of stuff, that's typically going to be at their factory. And even Frymaster, you used to only go to their factory. The Frymaster class you're going to attend is for seasoned technicians that are looking for update on older pieces of equipment. So for Carpigiani, this is McDonald's. This is the only place that you're going to get this. Otherwise, you might end up like what happened to me. I went to my local distributor, and then they play games on me getting in. So what is it? Oh, those robots. Okay, so Big Mike Adams saw those Tesla bots. So yeah, that is going to cut down on dealing with a lot of employees. The equipment that we're dealing with, especially like fryers and things, there's not enough room for the robot to get in there and do what they need to do, it's going to require a complete retooling, complete redesign of fryers. All right. So for fryers, most refrigerators, it's going to have to go, everything is going to have to start to go to modules in order for like those Tesla bots to be able to replace us. But where the Tesla bots can help us out is bringing in equipment when you're, doing seal systems, bringing in equipment when we're taking care of large dishwashers, that type of thing. All right, let's see here. Oh man, I missed some stuff. Unten Kango said you was watching the History Channel yesterday. Did you know that Chick-fil-A started at Waffle House? I did not. Chick-fil-A had to leave. Okay, so Starman says you sent an email for the Hoshizaki class. Does it usually take a while for them to send a registration email? It should not. What you should do is call the tech support line. So you need to call the tech support line and you give them your location. You tell them you would like to attend class, and then they will take your email and they will respond to you pretty much right then and there. What's the AVO? I'm getting different sites. AVO is an abbreviation. So if you're trying to Google AVO, amps, volts, and ohms. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you're not going to get AVO from some site. Thank you, Brother Frank. Hit the like button. Like, share, and subscribe. It would help a brother out. Hey, I was talking to someone on Instagram today, and they were trying to tell me about what is this? This is hold on a second. Sir, oh God. Oh, Brother Frank, thank you very much for your cash out. Supply House, that's what it is. All right, so this is a program from Supply House. This is Trade Masters. And there we go. So on Instagram, I do post quite a bit of what I'm into, what I'm working on, what I'm doing. And this is Supply House, and they have a program called Trade Master. Join the free Trade Master program. And that's what this hat is. This hat is me being a part of the Trade Master program. All right, so Starman, so this is about the Hoshizaki. You actually did that earlier today, and the guys still just gave you the email to send it again. Now, what area are you in? Did you go on the Hoshizaki site? So let's see what we got. Under support, you got training. Going to training. Now they got the new calendar. They are updating the calendar daily. They are updating the calendar daily. So speaking of training classes, I had a meeting with a fast food chain down here in Houston. So a member of the actual corporate, not from local, but from corporate, he had no idea I existed. What happened is one of the stores that I take care of actually changed hands. I'm reading this. Oh, you're in Orlando. Remember, I told you when Orlando is. You need to email the actual distributor, which is still Hoshizaki. Hold on one second. There's Orlando. I was telling you when Orlando is. So my method, the way that I tell you all how to get clients, is to get this training, and then you can bombard everybody with your certification. You will also have the factory will pitch customers over to you. If you are anywhere near your local distributor, you got to introduce yourself to the distributor. And they always have unwanted, what the hell? They always have unwanted clients. Every distributor has that. Not only do they have let's see what we got here. Not only do they have unwanted clients, but you have some clients that are banned. So, for lack of a better term, they've been blacklisted. Yeah, I know some of you guys have no patience, so you just you got to hold on. You've emailed them. Yeah, you said, I know, but that's all you have is Wild William said Hoshi was no help. Well, you only got, it used to just be 2 guys answering the phone for tech support. Now they claim it's up to 6 or 8. And so you got to hold on. You're talking about a relatively small group of people. This is nothing like residential. Residential, they're all, trying to help and assist. In commercial, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that. So it's a waiting game. This is why I have the channel. I have the channel because it is not easy to get. Oh, what the hell happened to that class? It is not easy to get through to these people. Everybody can assume it's easy. It is not. It is not easy. Okay, let me see here. Oh, 1 year. Let's see what we can find here. So as you can see here, they've actually gone through and made some changes. Orlando was there because of the weather, because of the terrible things that are happening in Florida. They've since taken Orlando off the list. They've actually taken all of Florida off the list. So you're going to have to, you're not going to miss it. You're not going to miss Florida. Trust me. There's no way they can predict when they're going to be able to get rooms. They need a hotel room, at least for the trainer. And all of Florida is booked up. People are going to be in hotels for the foreseeable future. Water, I understand that the water levels aren't even supposed to stop rising until most areas. It's not going to start rising until tomorrow. So these people can't live in their homes. So you're gonna have to give it a minute. You have to give it a minute. Don't forget, you can always go on the Hoshizaki site, and you're gonna have to check out. You're gonna have to check out these training manuals. You're gonna have to check out all these modules, these videos. They have all this stuff here. I don't suggest you print it out. I suggest you, at the very least, save it, but you don't have to print this stuff out. What you're witnessing is the exact same PDFs that they place on the projector, on the screen, when you attend class. It is not a hands-on class. It is not a hands-on class. Let's see if this is something that you could do. This is the only thing that I recommend, is that you travel to go to the factory class. You can contact Hoshizaki. Ask them when they're having the class in Atlanta, Georgia. That one you can do. So you can call them and ask them for that. You can also, let's see here. Because I don't see that one on the new technical training schedule. See, they got contact your local distributor. Right? So this is the person you need to contact. Now, you must have some grace here. You're calling Orlando. If you're looking for Orlando, you got to know that, hey, look, these people have relatives they have to check on. Even if they didn't get flooded, they might be taking care of some relatives that got flooded out. They might have some relatives in West Palm Beach that got their roofs ripped off by the tornado. You know, all these different things cause issues. And you're over here looking for a training class when all these places are going through some hardships right now. So you're not going to miss the class. The people that can give you an answer, they're not going to have an answer right now. The hotels, some of them don't have power. Some of them have to rip out drywall and stuff like that. And the rooms that they need to do it in, the rooms that got ripped out are all on the first floor anyway. None of this stuff is automated. So Starman is saying you just want to make sure it isn't automated. None of this stuff is automated. What you're looking at is the class, but these are the people you're going to want to call. Of course, you're leaving messages. You're going to have to leave messages. None of this stuff is looking too good on you to call when people have, a retirement home. They had a number of people pass away and all these different things, people lost pets and all kind of stuff. Some people don't even know where they're going to live. So you got to keep that all in mind. I'm wishing everybody the best over there in Florida, but you do have to keep that in mind, what's happening over there. And in the meantime, you got Generac. All right, so somebody was calling me, asking me about Generac. Generac has classes. I don't know if my training system is going to pop up on this. So for the people who didn't get flooded out, they are going to express interest in getting a Generac. My best advice to you is to get trained up on this stuff. If you want to do Generac, you want to install Generac. Yeah, look at what they're showing you. Panama City, Florida. These things practically go through a quarterly training. See Generac service. Looking at Generac University. Bam. So here it is. Log into my existing account. Okay, good. I got in. I don't know if this is going to work. So here's the link to the Generac training. You do have a couple of guys that are showing Generac on YouTube and Instagram. You got a couple of guys that are showing the work that they do. When you get signed up for Generac, when you get signed up for the tankless water heaters and things like that, you will be on a list, just like you'll be on a list with the ice machine factories. You're going to be on a list, and people will get directed directly to you. So this is something you want. just like air conditioning, where you're signing up somebody through leasing, through a finance company. All they got to do is sign their name on a dotted line, and boom, those wheels get turning. You just go ahead and pick that sucker up from the Generac distribution center, and you can go ahead and start the process, laying the pad and all that. And this is where you get all the training for all the different types of Generac products, because they have their own power wall. So you're going to have some people that, want to power up their electric vehicles. I see that dipping with what's been happening, all those electric vehicles catching on fire. But most people have been pretty happy with their electric vehicles that they've been able to keep dry. So they've been able to use them to keep their home powered. They did the same thing here in Houston. So you have your whole training for the courses. Yeah, as you can see, some are free, others have a cost to them. Not all the classes are free. But this is to become a Generac authorized service provider. I don't know when this thing says. Let me see if this says when I signed up. I signed up years ago. I think I had to start over like 2-3 times. So you go over your basic electricity. I do believe they have some in-person stuff. Okay, so even Generac is behind with announcing when their classes are. Yeah, because they do have some hands-on. Yeah, so they have some hands-on, but you must take the online courses first. Once you complete and pass the online courses, then you can go ahead and go and do the hands-on. So with everything going on, yeah, Generac is busier than a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest. But I just want you to know, yeah, this stuff is here. Yeah, there's no time limit that I had on this one. Let me see if this will launch for us. Make sure you guys are seeing. No, I haven't had time. I have not had time to do solar. There are so many opportunities that I never did get a chance to pick up on. But I start some of this stuff. I don't get a chance to finish. I always leave myself with this stuff as an option. Some things are easier for me to gravitate to and to just go ahead and finish and get those started. But I've started with tankless. I've actually done tankless. I've started with some of this Generac stuff. I haven't had a chance to get to it. I have restaurants that have Generac. I have hotels that have Generac. And then from my days of service in La Cornue, La Conche, Le Bear, Fratelli Onofre, Elve, I have customers, Blue Star, American Range. I have customers on the residential side that have Generac. And that's sort of what piqued my interest. Is the vast majority of my residential customers, because they were the ice machine crowd. They all have like $6,000 ice machines in their home, and some of them have like 2 or 3 of them. So they have Generac. It is not only $100. Where are you getting that from? It is not. It's $100 for that one class. $100 for that one class. There are many classes that you must take. Many classes. Let me see if I can go back. They've made changes to this over the decade that I've been on here. They used to have the whole screen populated with all their classes. They have since changed that. Now it only populates, excuse me, it only populates with the classes you are eligible for. So let me see here. That's the install. Here's the air cool catalog. See, I took some. See, here's the prerequisites. Free, but not all of them are free. Not all of them are free. Generac is going to get their pound of flesh. Trust me. It's in French, parlez-vous français? It's in Espanol. Habla español. Aha! Mira, man. Mira. So, the air-cooled online class, which you have to take, is $750. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't just $100, $100 for that one course. Now, this is not through a third party. This is actually through Generac. You do not want to go through third parties. You want to deal directly with the factory. What I show you is how to go directly to the manufacturer. So like I said, this is where that basic electricity came from. So basic electricity, basic generator theory, air-cooled engines, and then schematics. Yep. And then once you finish those, you will receive your scheduling on the in-person class. And it's going to be at a Generac near you. Generac, let me see here. I would say that Generac facilities are more prevalent than Lamborghini, more prevalent than Lotus, not as prevalent as like a Ford dealership, but they are around. I know they are around. So this is Generac. Once you finish with these Generac classes, then you're able to go and perform the routine maintenance if you like. You can do the preventative maintenance to people that have Generac, and Generac is everywhere. Generac is everywhere. And not only are these units everywhere under the Generac name, I was also explaining to the gentleman that Generac is the OEM supplier. So Generac is out there under so many different names, a lot of different names. But Generac is the one that actually makes the unit. So like I said, I'm a one-man show. I just haven't had time to do all of these freaking classes because it's tankless to do. There's Generac, and like I said, Generac includes solar. So if you do that, you can do some of the solar stuff too. Minimum information for the job. So this is really what you guys are looking for. They tell you how to price this stuff out. They tell you what to charge. Why? Because Generac controls this whole thing from beginning to end. It's their baby. They control it. Cognac, what's happening? So Generac controls this whole thing from beginning to end. So this is a little more up your alley. There's more involved. There's more work with the electrical, more work with foundation work, laying the pads and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, and then you have to do the work connecting the unit to the house and all that fun stuff. All that fun stuff. So they have a whole guide on how to use this thing, how to go to 17 freaking pages, how to use their online guide. But once you complete the online portions, more of the training classes will open up. And like I said, you got your certificate. So what I was explaining to the gentleman, I said, hey, look, it's a whole lot easier to go. Thank you, brother. It's a whole lot easier to go to a customer, letting them know, hey, look, I actually have experience with this. I'm not some fly by night. I'm not some guy that's just going to put this thing up. And when you call Generac, when you have a problem, they're going to say, sorry, you have no warranty. We don't recognize the person who put this thing in. So it's going to put that potential client at ease when they know you're not exactly with Generac, but you are trained on the product. If they pick up the phone and say, "Hey, this guy is at my house, and he's telling me he's going to sell me a Generac for $18,000, $22,000. Who the hell is this Reed service?" And they say, "Okay, what's the phone number?" You give them the phone number. They go, "Oh yeah, they're trained with us. They're a level 1 tech with Generac. They're a level 2 tech with Generac. They've been trained. They have all the information. You are good to go, ma'am. Enjoy your Generac. I hope you get one soon." That is the best sales agent you could ever hope to get, is to have the factory say, "Yeah, this guy is good to go." That's what you want. That's what you want right there. And like I said, so what if you, hey, Michael Manuel, so what if you don't want to do residential? Generac is, let me see if I can get some of this other stuff. Generac is, let me show you guys the Generac commercial, not the commercial logo. All right, so here are the commercial Generac units. So you don't have to go slumming it with the residential, right? You don't have to go slumming it. There's money here. There's money in them hills. Michael Manuel, what's happening? Thanks for swinging through. So there's money there. You're not limited. You're talking about residential with Generac. You're talking about commercial with Generac. And then they have industrial. I don't dibble dabble with the industrial. I don't get down with none of that. But this go and see what comes up. Kohler. Why does Kohler come up? Well, Kohler comes up because Kohler, if you look here, some of these units look exactly the same. And that's because Kohler and some of these other people are rebranding their product because they're buying it from somebody else. See, even Northern Tool, and I've shown you guys on my Instagram page, these are sold all over the place. So you can even have a situation where if you don't want to get involved with selling it to these people, you can then be on that list. This is how you get on the list where Northern Tool says, "Hey, here are the list of people authorized to put in these Generacs." So here you go, $22,000 to put in the Generac. And not everybody's going to go with who you think they're going to go with. You just never know when you fall. Yeah, Frank, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Lots of money. And look at that. Northern Tool will even take $25 whole off. $25 whole. Nice. So Northern Tool selling them. They got their financing. Let me show you this. Let me see what I could find. Oh, let me see if for Kohler. I know I'm spending a little time on this. I need to move on to the next segment, next section. Let me see here. Our Generac and Kohler generators are the same. So let me see if I can find it. Most times they are the same. Hold on, what does it say? Yeah, no, really, a whole $25. They're gonna take a whole $25 off. Oh, these people are being PC. So most times you will find Generac as an industry leader. These guys don't want to say. But you will find, and then you're going to see it on these Instagram videos, the YouTube videos. You're going to find, and they'll tell you, uh, yeah, which ones are made from who. Anyway, let me go to the tank list. The reason for me showing you guys this stuff is from Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. I know they're that out of order. As they rebuild, you're going to find, there we go. You're going to find that these people are they're not going to be able to make their property back the same way that it was. Houston went through the same type of thing. In quite a few areas, they were required to raise the home. And you're going to find that, especially in Florida, you're going to you're going to find that, let me see. You're going to find that they are, what am I saying? Navien. It's Navien. That's what I want. You're going to find that they're going to have to make their homes a little taller to avoid the flooding. You're going to find people that don't want to end up in the predicament where they survived the winds. They have the hurricane-proof windows. The roof survived, but now they're find themselves still leaving the home because they have no power. So those people are your potential Generac people. And then for places that have been they had to redo it and they're throwing out the water heater and stuff like that, they are being inundated with tankless. So tankless and split system. Be on the lookout, be prepared for that kind of thing. You have a number of different units to go through. Bosch, Navien, Rheem. I have experienced issues with Navien. I've experienced issues with Rheem. I hear good things about Bosch because I haven't seen one that has gone bad. But the marketing with Navien is very strong. The marketing with Rheem is very strong, and their network, the companies that are trained that do the installs on these. I mean, they've been living high on the hog for decades. With Navien, you have a little opportunity here. The existing servicers don't want to deal with the current issues. There's been some issues with Navien. And so I experienced that with my clients, which is how I got involved with it. Led me to go find out about this training. Most times things have been so bad with these units that I run across is that they just need to be completely replaced. So here's your Deerfield, Boca, Fort Lauderdale, Boynton Beach, Hollywood, Lake Worth. And that's it. New York Cooling Corp, Florida State Pipe Fitters. So as you can see here, you've only got a few for this particular market. You've only got a few that are commercial. The rest are residential. You have restaurants using tankless. And as they build back better, right? As they build back in these 5 different states, you're going to find they're going to ditch the water heaters and you're going to go with tankless. Not only do they have the tankless, but you're going to find, this residential, commercial. Navient now has HVAC. So Navient now has HVAC. Navient has their own training program. They just rolled out HVAC, I believe, this year. I believe they rolled out HVAC this year. This is what you're going to run into. Mother Nature has kick-started the next, is forced all these people to upgrade, right? So all these people are going to have to upgrade everything, and this is what you're going to be running into. At least let me show you where you're going to. This is not. I don't have Navient on this. Hold on, that's not the right one. At least let me show you where to find this information. Navient. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to do it. Press the freaking mute. Okay, so here's the training. Oh, infield, yes. All right, let me copy this for you guys. Put a 1 in the chat. Oh, who's doing? No one. Funny you should say that. There's a man right there. This guy gets it. Who's doing the scale flush for those tankless? The answer is no one. No one is doing that. You do not need to be a plumber to do the descaling on a tankless. Let me see who's anybody. Put a 1 in the chat if this is something that you guys are interested in. If you want me to show you this with Navient, Bosch, and Rheem. This is all good money. What tends to happen? Oh, sorry, wrong one. What tends to happen on these tankless units is that the scale buildup inside the unit will prevent, will coat some of the sensors, and it will think that the tankless unit has no water. And as a safety feature, it will, on a gas unit, it will turn off the gas. It will not allow the burners to come on to heat up the water. Why do I have this? Let me see here. Uh-oh. Or into the zip code. All right, put it before we doing this other stuff. Okay. Nice. So I take care of a chain of chicken places. Oh, that is a good one. And some of these restaurants have gone an entire year without hot water. An entire year. Only when the health department threatens to shut them down do they say, oh, let's get the hot water back on. Nuts. And even still, even with that pressure on them, they still want to play games with the money. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. So I'm talking to you on Instagram too. Put in a 1 if you'd like to continue on with this information on tankless. Dishwashers are the number 1 issue that I have with tankless. There's no, so the tankless it fills with cold water. So the cold water runs through the tankless, and as the lines are running through, either by electricity or by gas, it's going to heat up the water that's going through the unit, and it then delivers the hot water to the dishwasher. Oftentimes they don't descale the unit. The sensors are not sure what the temperature is, and they are often failing to provide enough hot water. So then they call you out for the dishwasher and they say something's wrong with the dishwasher. And then you go ahead and put your hand under there and you show them, hey, look, man, this water is cold. You have to take a probe and sensors and show them that the water isn't hot enough, and the dishwasher isn't, especially if it's a low temp, it doesn't have any heaters. Or if it does, they are just sustainers, which don't have enough wattage to heat up the water. All right, Big Mike, I got you. So they don't have enough. They're only designed to bring up the water maybe 5 degrees, 8 degrees, not 30 degrees. That is not what sustainer heaters do. And so you'll go there and they'll have like 2 or 3. Oh man, look here. It is not even that. I have places that are brand new. Let me see if I can show you one. Brand new. Oh, thank you, Najee. Or Najad. You're going to have to phonetically spell out your name. Thank you so much. Let me look at this picture. It should be on my phone. I mean, it should be on my computer too. Oh yeah, this is one I've done. I don't know if you guys have seen this one, but I have others. I have others more than this one. But this was supplying to the entire restaurant. But I had another one. Hold on. So that's a Ream Navian. Maybe it's Navian. So here's some Navian ones. Pearland Parkway. Oh, here's some other ones. Yeah, I think these are the recent ones. Yes. This was brand new. It still got the plastic on it. So they had about 4 or 5 of them. Brand new. And you see, you still had failure with one. And it was 140, right? The rest of them 140, but this one failed to come on. And it's saying 140, but it was having a failure, and the whole back of the restaurant filled with gas. Now, this is closed off from the kitchen. This was like a back corridor that lead out to the parking garage. And I come out there and I immediately smelled that gas. So I started looking at each one of them, and it was this guy here. But I didn't install them. I didn't put them in. And see, that was back in July. That was back in July when I had found that one. So there's plenty of work, and it starts from brand new. Like I said, the plastic was still on there. That location had only been open 1 month. 1 month. Yes. And well, where I am, our water is heavy with scale. Heavy with minerals. So it is a big issue. No one ever tells the customer that the units need descaling. Just like an ice machine, just like a dishwasher, but no one tells these people that. And then they're running around in la la land, wondering why they're having issues or wondering why the health department's hitting them upside the head. But people are not going to put water heaters back in their places. They're being told, hey, instead of heating up 50 gallons of water, we can mount this thing on the outside of your house. You'll gain some more space. You'll reduce the amount. Instead of heating up 50, this is hot water on demand for the entire house. you're going to save. So instead of heating up all that water all the time, just so you can wash your hands for 30 seconds, instant with maybe some recirculation pumps on the machine or inside the house. And you'll learn about that too. I've had to install some recirculators. You do not need to be a plumber to install a recirculator. So here it is. This is a sales rep, blah, 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 for Boca Raton. Oh, let me make sure you guys can see that. Oh, you guys can't see that. Hold on. So this is all good money. All good money. So that's sales. Let me show you training. Field training near you. I did this already. Okay, so let me see if I can do this. Let me see how you can do this. Like I said, everything is changing. Everything is changing. I'm in here. I've gone through some of the classes online. I haven't gone to any of the in-person. COVID hit, so I wasn't able to do that. But just like they got it all over this thing. Find an installer, find an installer, find an installer. All right. So here it is for right. Oh yeah, I went through this before, didn't I? Yeah, I went through this. So that's not, is this the same names? So you have even a different levels. So Navian service specialist. And then what was some of the other ones? No, just service specialists. But as you can see here, most people are set up for residential. You only have 1, 2, 3, 4 players. 4 players for commercial. And even these guys, I mean, they're doing boilers. They're doing the combi boilers, commercial boilers. This guy's just doing water heating. He isn't even doing tankless. He's just doing their water heating. So it's even fewer than I thought. 1, 2, 3. So it's really 3 for a very well-to-do zip code like this, with a lot of nice restaurants and stuff like that. Let me see here. Where the hell is my Navian training? Maybe it's under a different thing. But Navian has their own app. There you go. You guys can see that. Navian has their own app here. What do you mean you'll lose a ton of money? What do you mean you'll lose a ton of money? What do you mean by that? More problems go wrong, but hey, you'll take the bag. Hey, these water heaters go bad. They the dip tube breaks. And everyone is looking to reduce cost, which is where these damn things come in at. They look at these to reduce costs. Earlier, you know that.
The Navian NPE
boilers
series is the #1 selling high-efficiency condensing tankless water heater in North America.
And I can't say they're
Available in NPE Standard and NPE Advanced models. It was the first tankless water heater on the market with durable dual stainless steel heat exchangers. And the NPE-A introduced comfort flow.
It's not as bad as it looks. Trust me, it is not as bad as it looks. You're gonna need a long extension on your drill. You're gonna need a long extension on your drill to reach the screws to get past all of that. And these things just come out in modules. They got clips and things like that. Most times you gotta change ignition sensors and things like that. It's really not bad at all. It is not bad at all. It is no different than working on any other appliance
system that was the first of its kind. Now Navien has
bad
unveiled the
displays.
next generation of condensing tankless innovation.
But you
the
must call.
NPE2 series, making it even easier to go tankless.
The reason why you have to call is
Like
because
the
they have
original,
some
the
certain
NPE2
issues
series is available in two
they're going to send you out
configurations.
all
The
new components.
NPE S2 Standard Premium with a uniform energy factor of up to 0.96, and the NPE A2 Advanced Premium with Comfort Flow System, which provides a uniform energy factor of
All right, let me go to the bottom.
0.95. 7 models are available to meet the needs of any application, from a small residential apartment to the largest commercial installations.
I could have swore I did this. Oh, I think they moved everything. I think this is what they did. They moved everything to the new mobile app. So now you need to contact your local distributor. It was not like that before. Tech support, and they answer the phone right away. You call up, you're going to get them right away. Parts list, and you can get your parts from quite a few different distributors. So here's all the stuff you're going to need if you want to look up different things. Like I said, this is all in modules. It's not that bad. Yo, that is true. About 5 years. And like I said, I just showed you one that was only a month old and it was kicking errors. These things are constantly firing off. The gas ones, they're constantly coming on all the time. Because they're constantly going on all the time, they get carbon buildup on the strikers, things like that. You got to just change those. I wish I had a video of that, but you just pull the damn things out. The problem comes in when you have damage to the flame window. You'll actually have a jet of flame coming out at you. You'll have leakage up at the top, and then you have to change those modules. But if you have a good client, you'll end up in and out of their facility for the cleaning. And as you can see here is right $2,000 for some. On average, it's about 1,000. This is about right 1,200. I think somebody was talking. So this is about right from Home Depot. That's usually in the range that I'm dealing with. Yeah, okay. So yeah, like you said, that's with servicing it, and that's primarily with Navien. I would like to say that you get more than that with Bosch. Yes, and it does depend on the amount of scale. But this, you can offer a package where you're descaling. You come in, you descale the dishwasher, you descale the tankless, and you descale the dishwasher. Now, of course, that's if they have those different units. And the nice thing about that is you can actually start all three at the same time. You can start the dishwasher. That's the easiest one. Start the dishwasher, put the dishwasher on wash. Yes, swap out every 5 years. Yes, that's what I've been finding. And what I like to do is I like to go with the exact same model. Of unit. That way I don't have to worry about too much. And what I mean by that is you have, as you see with the venting, if you look at the venting, this stuff is already made where if it's on the interior, it vents out with, you only got a certain amount of distance, and you see the size of the intake, and you see the size of the exhaust. See how Bosch made this one nice where he got the same size. Now, this Takagagagag is different, right? Noritz, I forgot about Noritz. This Noritz is the same, but you see the placement. So you're kind of like, you're kind of stuck. Not only that, but the fill, your water is all going to be relatively the same. So I like dealing with that. The size of the unit is going to be the same. Now, it's easier when the new one you're putting in is shorter. It's difficult when the new one you're putting in is longer. And you see, like this Renai, you got two different sizes. So now you find yourself dealing with reducers if you're doing with something else, or you find yourself cutting and replacing the PVC all the way up to the roof or all the way out to the side of the house. If you go with a different unit, yeah, you can put reducers and things on there. Is that safe? Are you causing a potential problem with flame out if you go with a smaller tubing? So Renai has a much bigger exhaust, and if you're replacing that, so if you're putting in a Renai and you're replacing it with a Navian, are you causing yourself undue hassle later on? Right? Oh man. Dude, selling a service package, and women, close your ears, put your la 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 la. But I swear to you, it's like putting your manhood in a meat grinder. It is so agonizing. It is so painful. And you're offering yourself up to this kind of, they don't want it. They don't understand it. They don't understand that you're literally saving them money. You're trying to save them from hardship with the health department. You're trying to save them from being down. And it is awful. I even have difficulty with people who have been clients for almost a decade. Say, hey, you need to let me go ahead and do this. They're like, yeah, I know, but it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. We have to do something about the way we educate the young, because we are failing. No, Bosch lasts long in the States as well. You still have to clean them, but Navian has a lawsuit currently. Renai has issues, not as bad as Navian, but Renai has issues. And there's quite a few guys out there. You just follow their YouTube channel and you'll see all the drama that they've been going through with Navian. Excuse me again. All right, so well, you're going to be a 2K package for full service twice a year. And I would say that 2K is, ladies and gentlemen, that 2K is only for descaling the tankless. It's going to be higher if you're doing the ice machine, depending on what size of that damn ice machine. Oh my God, yeah. So you're maximizing your PMs. You're maximizing your PMs. Yes. So between spring and fall and all things in between, what you all got to realize is commercial is not just about problems. If you are any good, you're actually preventing the problems. You're going out, you're cleaning condenser coils, you're going out, you're cleaning ice machines, you're going out, you're taking care, descaling the dishwasher. All of these things I'm not going to say all of them, but the vast majority of issues that you find out in the field are caused by lack of maintenance by these clients. So yeah, you're man, it's so hard. It's like talking a woman into bed. It is You got to put in so much freaking effort. It is so, it's like, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It is exactly like dealing with the opposite sex. It's a numbers game. So you got to tell them about how, how nice this is going to be. It's going to be smooth flowing. You're going to enjoy yourself. Trust me. I got what you need. This is going to be good. It's going to be good. There ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody like me. This is going to work out. But that's what it is, man. I'm going to take my time with you. Everything's going to be good. That's what PMs are. And then it becomes routine and you get bored with it. It's just like, oh, I gotta go over there again. I gotta do that again. This motion here, that motion there. It is what it is. It is what it is. But if you don't get it, now you're like, damn, I wish I had that PM. I wish I had that repetitive motion going on. That's just how it is, man. $3K now, but in 5 years, $7K. Yes, because they're gonna have to pay for the unit. They're gonna have to pay for you to remove the old unit. They're gonna have to pay for you to install the new unit. So it's gonna cost them money. It's gonna cost them money, but more importantly, they're going to experience a lack in function. The clients are going to know when they go in the bathroom to wash their hands and the water's cold. So, hey, your water is cold in the bathroom. Yeah. Oh, good. So you're going to be right there with, oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Brother Charles, he's up there in Wichita. He does work in Wichita because his son is in school up there. So he's doing every time he goes to visit his son, he does ice machine cleaning. So what would be for all three appliances? You're there all day for that one call? No, you're not there all day for that one call. Like I said, here's the sequence of operation because you don't even know. All right, so let's just say that you have, I'm going to go with a Hoshizaki nugget. So you got a Hoshizaki nugget, a 500-pounder, sitting on a bin. You've got a upright pass-through dishwasher, and then you got a tankless. So sequence of operation, you're going to turn the switch to descale on the dishwasher. Pour in some descaling solution, flip that sucker on, let it run. That's how that works. That is the first step because that machine just runs. It's no longer using the timer. It's just running. Once that's done, then you're going to go to the dishwasher next. You're going to go to the ice machine next. Now, you're going to go ahead and start that process. You could flip that sucker on clean, drain it, fill it with descaler, and run the clean cycle on that. Now, while those two are running, their whole purpose is to soften up whatever scale with the dishwasher is going to be whatever fats and solids are in that sucker is going to be running. And then with the ice machine, it's the same thing. It's breaking down scale buildup. Boom. Now you go over to your tankless. Now you can go ahead and set up your pump. You're going to go ahead and flip everything off, hook up the hoses from both sides, put it into your bucket, put the submersible water pump down there, put your descaling solution in there, and then you're going to start that. Now you're going to go over back to the dishwasher. See? So you're just moving around like that. Now you're going back to the dishwasher. Now you're going to stop that sucker from going. All right, Frank, thanks for coming by, and thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Sorry I didn't get a chance to show you guys more on the classes and stuff for the tankless. I'll probably no Diddy, but I'll probably touch on that some more because I've actually signed up with these different people, but it just hit me today to clout chase. I know these people are under this horrific situation, but I decided to clout chase it and talk about how this affects us. How this affects us and what you can do so you can offer so you can be of use to these people. There's going to be another hurricane, unfortunately. So here's the Bosch. It's the Bosch thing. All right, brother, you too. Oh, you going to Wichita tomorrow? Hey, don't forget, if you wanted to do pizza, XLT is up that way. So you could always go up there and at least take a tour. The guys up there will take the time to give you a tour, and then maybe the next time you go up there, it's just I believe it's a 1-day class. So a couple of people that pay attention to the channel have been through that class. Air conditioning is big with pizza ovens. The pizza oven heats up the whole place, and so they have to have that AC running. They have to have that AC running. So that is a big concern with pizza shops is that AC. But thanks again. Thank you so much for all, contributing to the channel. Number one contributor. Thank you. All right, so if there's what is this doing? If there is a big mason, you'll have to install them in every sink and tub. If there's a big mason, I don't get what you mean by that, Wild Williams. Help me out with that. If there's a big mason, all right. All filters, descaling, and washing equipment, fridges, the works. Yes. So I'm gonna leave this up so you can tell me what you meant by that. But man, I can't even pronounce that. Oh, hey, what's going on Instagram? Joining me in Talaknek. I can't even pronounce that. Imhoneg, I can't even pronounce that. Mansion. Oh, is that mansion? Oh, is that what you mean? You mean mansion? All right, that is not the case. That is not the case. Let me show you how this goes. Let me go back to Bosch. It is zone system. Let me show you how this goes. It's just like the picture I showed you with those 4 units together. So you end up with I'm going to have to just do this on a YouTube video. Oh, let me just do this YouTube video. All right. Bosch tankless large zone system. There we go. But this is something very easily found.
Hi, and thanks for joining us for another in the Bosch Thermotechnology series of educational videos.
Let me see if I can.
My name is Chaz Karen.
And this doesn't.
Looking at the outside of this unit, we can see it has a very modern appearance. This appearance.
Oh man!
But this unit incorporates built-in recirculation for domestic recirculation. Domestic recirculation allows hot water to be at the tap almost immediately.
Right, almost immediately.
Well, new this year, Home Comfort Pro. Now that tells me you're working with the pros out there to help the homeowners.
Now the goal really is to build trust with homeowners. We have fantastic products, which we stand by. But if we can pair that with fantastic installers to the program, that is the bridge.
This tells me that Bosch, who I happen to love, and you know that, you guys actually teach all the installers.
That sounds like MVP, MOD. What the hell's his name? I forgot his name. Shoot, I forgot that guy's name. So anyway, they daisy chain a number of tankless units together. I thought you had saw that with this Damn it, I'm sorry about that. Right, it depends on how they engineer the plumbing, but it's not going to be anything like that. It is going to be here, let me show you. Yeah, let me go back. I thought I showed this to you guys already. See that? So they have 4 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have them piped together, and this is what you find. This is typically what you find in the commercial settings. What the hell? Hold on 1 second. What happened to my thing? There we go. So that is typically what you're going to find. Yes. So all of them. Navient wants you to go through their tech school. That's what I'm trying to find now. The Bosch Tech School. I've shown the Navient school where you have your online stuff. Renai has their online school. Hold on. Thankless. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. All right. So Renai has their own. Here's the training. Here's the Renai portal. So here's the Renai portal. Let me give you guys a link to this. This is not a third party. This is the actual Renai thing. So it's like I said, it depends on how lazy you are. I don't want to do all of this re-engineering. If they have a Navient, it's just easier for me to put in another damn Navient. They got a Bosch, it's just easier for me to put in another Bosch, and I am going to stick with the model they have. Hey man, what's the new version of this model? And they have no problem with telling you, yeah, we don't make that anymore. Yeah, man. Okay, let me address this the distance thing. So when it comes to distance, let me open up another one. What you have is you have what is called a recirculation pump. Oh, So you have a recirculation pump, and then you also, here's one, and then you also have a mixing valve. So this is the recirculation pump that you can find at any Home Depot. Here it is. You see right here, $219. And they're typically going to have one unless it's like, you know, what you're going to be experiencing with this, everybody building out. So Watts makes one, you know, and you can take the class on Watts and they show you how to put it in. I used to think, here's the Rheem one. I used to think that you installed it further on, but no, you actually install it on the tankless. You install it on there. Now, what that is doing is it is keeping the tankless water heater running. And I know that's counterintuitive because what the hell? Why? The hot water heater is doing the same thing, only you're heating up 50 gallons of water plus all the line that goes from the water heater all the way to the point of use. So this is turning your entire water line ready to use. So you have this, and you have another option, which is you use the mixing valve at the furthest point away from your tankless, and it like crosses over. I can show you guys the information if you're really interested. We'll set up something, and I can show you that. I'm not the one to really explain it, but what it does is it's supposed to cross the hot water over to the cold, and in that will keep the tankless heating up the water. So you'll have warmer water, especially if you put the mixing valve furthest away. Now I have all this stuff on the Watts. Watts makes a mixing valve. You actually have plumbers make their own freaking mixing valve. So here is, so this is called the crossover valve kit. Let me see if I get. And so this is 106, and I've seen some plumbers do some crazy freaking. I've seen do some crazy stuff to achieve the same goal. And I don't see, this is $106. Some of the other mixing valves are a little more expensive. With all the fittings that the guys use and hoses, it comes out to the same freaking thing. They might be saving $10. Maybe $10. Let me see if I can show you guys. But I don't want to turn this into a freaking plumbing channel. This is by no means a plumbing channel. The dishwasher uses these devices. I've explained to you guys before. You know what? Let me just do this. Let me just do this real quick. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Now, put in Instagram and on there are put on Instagram and on YouTube what you think a dishwasher makes, like per hour. What do you guys think a dishwasher makes per hour? Brother Charles, what's happening? Yeah, you know what? I use those mini tankless units at for the small dishwashers. I've only got one upright 180 dishwasher with one of those. I didn't install it, but he has it. And he still has issues, but that ain't me, and he's killed it. Brother Charles, thanks for swinging by. Hey man, you got some competition. One of my biggest contributors, he's up there in Kansas doing PMs. Hey, those, yes, the price of the minis have come down. Price of the minis. I understand it must be some kind of lag, but come on, y'all. What do you think? What do you think? They're making $15 an hour, $12 an hour. How much do you think it is for somebody to clean dishes? Yeah, brother, you got competition. What do you think? Really? All right, come on. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. So minimum wage in Texas is $7.25. Let's see here. What's minimum wage in Florida is $13. All right. So we'll go with the higher number. Yeah, so close. So hell, I'll split it. I'll go with 15 because I know it depends on location, but this is just a rough number. So $15. A restaurant is going to be open, I'd say, let's just say 15 hours. That's $225 a day for one dishwasher. Now, you're going to have overlap. You're going to need, technically, you need two, but we'll just stick with one. So there are 220, well, it's actually, hold on, 225. So let's go with 225. 225 times 365 days out of the year. So that is $82,000. Damn it. That's $82,000. Did y'all see that? That was $82,000. All right. 225 times 365. Most places have more than one dishwasher. So that is what a dishwasher, one dishwasher, costs to have on staff, right? That is what it costs to have on staff for a person to do that. So reason why I show you this is the minute you do not have the dishwasher, all hell breaks loose. And this is, you have one dishwasher because you have a dish machine. There's no way in the world you have one person washing dishes. So it is way more cost effective to have, let me just show you one dishwasher. So here you go. Now, what makes more sense? To pay 2 dishwashers, maybe even 3 to wash dishes by hand? Or do you have one person working the dish room? That's $5,000. That's $5,000. So it is a no-brainer. Yeah, I know. But see, the thing is, you're still right. You're actually going to use more water and more power without that dishwasher, without that dish machine, if they're going to wash dishes by hand. Because now they're filling up the whole sink and they're washing and all that other kind of stuff. You was at a I was a dishwasher for oh yeah. First, well, what brand of dishwasher is it? You have, all right, so I'll show you. So you can go up there with dishwashers. It can go up there. This is a Jackson that's $62,000. This is a Myco. It all depends on your volume. Now, they anticipate that they're going to get a good 10 years out of this dishwasher. But even still, see this CMA, that's $23,000. That's $23,000 for that sucker. That's still, oh, you can't see that. That's $23,000. Let me make this smaller. So that's $23,000 for that rack. And yes, no one is washing by hand. It is extremely inefficient. You're going to get backed up. Most people are going to, then what happens when you don't have a dishwasher, you are a dish machine. You are constantly rotating through staff. Yeah, it had rollers. Yeah, you are constantly going through staff. So I'm showing you this because as they rebuild in Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, they're going to put in dishwashers in these restaurants and hotels and things like that. As they rebuild, they're going to put in tankless. As they rebuild, they're going to put in Generac units. I don't know. I've never seen one anywhere other than on a pad on the ground. So I don't know how they get around, because now they're going to need to bring them up. Yeah, with that's the all right. So before, you have a whole lot of situations where you have these rollers, and that's with the rest of your dish room. Those aren't necessarily a part of the dishwasher. So that's in your dish room that you have the rollers to make it easier for your to move the dishes around. And the health department doesn't like it when people are washing dishes by hand One, because the water isn't going to be hot enough. Yes, and you have your overhead sprayer. It's called the spray arm. Dish room. And I make a lot of money working on these and fixing these. Lot of money. Lots of money. So this is Fisher. That spray arm is $368. Oftentimes you'll see these things leaking. All right. And every single part of this unit can be repaired. I don't know if you guys have seen me do, and I did this on Instagram. I do all this kind of stuff on Instagram where I'm actually working on, I think it was a G&S. Let me see what I got here. Faucets. Yeah, I got some. So I actually did some, I install these in kitchens. I do the entire kitchen. I don't put in the tankless. I don't, but I'll put in the combi oven. I'll put in the pizza oven. I put in the garbage disposal. Yeah. So here, well, you guys saw me working at the bar. Brother Charles is on here. He saw me. This is the one you guys saw me doing this for the bar, but I do all parts of that system. Legally, once you're dealing with the stub on the wall, everything outside of the stub on the wall you can work on. You just can't work on any of that plumbing in the floor, on the walls. You can't do any of that. But anything outside of that, you can do that. That you can do. Let me see what else I got here. But yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours. I'm gonna wrap this sucker up. Let me see what I got. But yeah, with the faucets, there's a lot of money to be made. I just do the whole facility. I don't work on air conditioning, so it's a lot easier for me to do everything else. So here's a picture that I got, especially from TNS. Foster got the same thing. Oh man, hey, I've got one right now. The dishwasher's down, but I'm making them suffer. So yeah, every single thing disassembles, and you can replace the gaskets. You can replace anything that's worn out, and that's why I tell you all, get a Restaurant Depot account. Yes, the sprayer is definitely rebuildable. The sprayer is rebuildable. Matter of fact, let me show you this because most people don't even know this about sprayers. Not only that, I just recently learned that you have a couple of different nozzles on the sprayers that you can use. I thought it was all just one volume. So these are called the pre-rinse. So you can actually, the bottom part here, you can actually change that. See, it's only $35. I think this is probably some cheap Chinese. I don't think this is Fisher, or yeah, this is some weird name. But they have every single part of it you can change. And if you go to Restaurant Depot, they have all of those parts. Yeah, the sprayer is rebuildable. So you just, it's no different rebuilding a spray arm than it is installing a new one. There is absolutely, positively no difference. There is zero liability. Why is there no liability? Because you're only, when you're adding pressure to open up the spray arm, that's the only time you're having water come out, and you let go, that's it. When they malfunction is when they stick. So you're changing all of those different components. It's no different than working on a dishwasher. It's no different than it's actually simpler, way simpler. Yeah. So, the rebuilds, it is not a rebuild. It's just the actual components. So like I said, here are They have it mapped out for you. They got it mapped out. Every single component. Matter of fact, hold on a second. I got it. Oh. I was just looking at this the other day. So yeah, every single component is right there. You will have a brand new, because these all come in pieces. I wish I had one to show you. They aren't put together. When you get a commercial faucet, it comes in pieces with instructions to put it together. So there is no liability with rebuilding one, because you actually have to put, I wish you would have seen my Instagram, because I did one live. I did one live for, matter of fact, yeah. So I did one live. So that was a brand new one I installed, showing everybody the parts. Now this is Crown. So this is Crown. There's other brands like T&S, Fisher. And once again, you are charging more for the install than what the item actually costs. But once these things come in pieces, you must assemble it. You do not limit your charges based on what you're doing. You are charging for your time. You are charging for your expertise. It is what it is. So what? The thing is $300. You know, by the time you're done, you're charging for the time it takes you to get out there. You're charging for the travel. You're charging for your labor, and you're charging, even though this supplies all kind of the Teflon tape and everything like that is supplied with these. Everything is supplied, but it's all in pieces. You must assemble it. No, it's not. It's O-rings. It's everything. So I took a still shot. So as you can see, the thing comes in pieces. You must assemble it. You must assemble it. So I was disassembling the old one. You must assemble everything. So here's the old one. If they don't have it mounted to the wall, and oftentimes the screws will come out, it'll apply pressure to the neck to this right here, and then it'll snap off inside the, what the hell do they call it? Hell, there's not even a part number. Damn it. It'll snap off inside the body. I don't know what the hell they call it. And that's what happened here. It snapped off inside. It's hard to, yeah, it's over $1,000. Easy. It's over $1,000. And so here's how it comes, all in pieces. So I do have one to show you. So there are all the gaskets and whatnot. This is an external thing. This is no different than hooking up a washing machine. This is no different than connecting a refrigerator to water with your residential. This is no different than connecting a dishwasher, commercial dishwasher, no different than connecting a commercial ice machine. This connects to the stubs on the wall. There's another one. It's the iPhone looked up all the everything I said with a faucet. And so often I have to fix the faucets that go to the pasta cookers, the boilers and things like that. And some of my clients, they will just have somebody go and completely make them pipes and things like that. I'm like, dude, you did that instead of just paying me? But whatever. So yeah, you don't have to be a plumber. So that's how that water hooks up. This is an ice machine, but that's how the water hooks up. You don't have to be a plumber to hook up to a valve. Once that sucker is on a valve, you go back. Once that sucker is on a valve, so here's this is a display kitchen at an A Smart. Once that sucker is on a valve, you can do whatever you want to. You're not going in the wall. This is not plumbing. I know it sounds weird, but it's not plumbing. this attaches to, this is no different than you attaching a water hose to the spigot on the side of your house. Same thing. That's why it all comes in pieces. Oh yeah, I wish I could show you that damn picture. That's why it all comes in pieces. And you actually have to hook up to the wall. 1 second, I almost got it. All of this is going to be required for everyone to be whole again after this, after this situation. So here's your spray arm. What you see here, that's the gooseneck and everything. All of that screws onto the hot and cold water that you're actually putting a flexible line on. It is not hard pipe. You are not using a single torch. You're not soldering anything. It's all flexible water lines. All flexible. And that's what they show here. There it is. All flexible. That's what those are. That's all flexible water lines. That goes from your hot and your cold from the property. These type of things are what gets you your client. This is what gets you your client. This is what helps you keep your client. This is so you don't have to worry about or concern yourself with, oh, what about a slow time or whatever. I don't worry about a slow period. I just make sure that I have clients that I like. That is my whole thing, is having clients that I like. I have no problem with dropping a client. Just want to make sure that I have a client that pays me. When I ask for payment, they up the money. Matter of fact, let's see if I can find this picture from today. So I had a hotel. I got another bad Dixel. Oh no, the other one's a Corel. So now I got a bad Dixel. This Dixel controller, this is on a Blue Air. Fun fact, it's on the freezer. So the controller is not reading the sensor correctly. It's saying that it's negative 40, see, negative 30 something degrees. The freezer is not negative 39. I attempt to put the unit into defrost, holding down the defrost button. It will not go into defrost. Every time it tries to run, it's like in a safety mode. Every time it says negative 46. Every time the damn unit tries to run, so I'm trying to put it in defrost. So I actually have a bad controller. I don't have one. All I had were Corel controllers. I didn't feel like, call me lazy, but I didn't feel like changing the ends. This has spade connectors, and the Dixel, the Dixel controller has female receivers that you just screw your wires in. Oh, they already paid me. No, this guy builds his hotels. This guy is the contractor that builds the hotels that he owns. He operates the hotels. It's crazy. So he builds and operates the hotels. And his idea of diversification with hotels is that he doesn't just own one brand. So this was actually in a La Quinta. So he has sold some Hiltons, some La Quintas, but he also owns some car dealerships. He's got like 12 different companies. So you've seen me go live from his places. They paid me up front, got my money. I'm going to go pick up the controller tomorrow because you guys know I like picking my stuff up. URI has these controllers in stock. I'm going to Nomar to pick up my controller, but it is a So this is the unit. I had to make it a little higher. The prices are all over the place. If I go to pick this thing up from URI, it is going to be, I don't trust any of these freaking weird $40, $50 prices. I don't trust it. But this is more like it. It's not a 40. Now this, that I can kind of trust it. These suckers used to be $139. They were. Before the pandemic, they were $139, and now they're $2 something. So through URI, let me see here. Now I am getting a universal. So everything has to be programmed. I don't know why this damn thing is showing me this. Oh, wow, they're showing prices. So as you can see here, it's showing me through URI, this is not my price. It's showing me $408. $408 without an account. So I had to charge the customer a little higher because I'm doing this thing right away. I'm still not fully into this whole ordering and getting the part next day type jazz. I still have not fully embraced that. I just haven't. I still like going to pick up. Oh, mail is on both sides. Look at that. So I still haven't truly embraced that. But yeah, so that's how I'm going to take care of this unit tomorrow. And they thought it was just a sensor, and it's not. And this breaks my heart. This breaks my heart. These people do not believe in maintenance. I installed this. Everything in this place I installed. This has never been touched since I ordered the filter down to the bottom. I have that filter in stock because I'm like waiting on them to call me. I installed this thing years ago. I installed everything in this hotel. Let me show you. So I go here. Let's tap. So let's see here. So this is today. And let me show you everything. Let's pull up the other pictures. Showing all photos. Man, what the hell? I don't know why this thing is tripping. 1 second. I wanted to show me every single photo. Show nearby. There we go. Apple has been tripping, man. I don't understand. All right, so I got 25 photos. From there, I don't know why it lagged so bad. So as you see, I've been taking care of these people since 2020. I'm showing you this because it takes a while. You're laying a foundation. You're laying a foundation. So here it is. That's what that sucker looked like in 2020. It was beautiful. Look at it. It was pristine. Look what they did to my baby. Look at that. You still had the blue plastic in there. I hadn't even removed all the plastic from it. And they just, what they did to my baby, man. Oh, I installed that sink next to it. See, there's another one of those little faucets that Charles saw me dealing with. Yeah. See, you do not need to be a plumber to hook up to this. So I was showing them this. See, 2020. That's what you're hooking up to your sink with. Oh, I did some dishwasher. I did everything at this hotel. See, I did everything at that hotel back in 2020. So it takes a while, but you know, it's a long-term play, is what I'm trying to show you. It's a long-term play. So there's the La Quinta. It's a long-term play, people. Everybody thinking they're gonna do this stuff and they're gonna be, you know, working on this stuff right away. Hey man, it is a long-term play. I don't know why it's still showing me 3. This is nuts. But yeah, so that's just letting you know. You'll go ahead and you'll do jobs, warranty work, and you might not go back to that same location like me for 4 years. You might not go back for 4 years. And you're the only one that services that. So it's the same thing with the, when I show you guys when I take care of the Hilton, and there's quite a few other hotels. I'm typically the only person that services these places. And then a lot of times, like he says, get your money up front, because they've gone with, if I'm not the only person, they've gone with somebody else and they burn them out. And because I'm the one that did the startup, I'm the one involved with the dealer that set the whole thing up, they usually have to come on home. They usually got to come on home, and it's, hey, man, you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. You got to deal with me, and whatever attitude I might give you, you got to deal with me. And whenever I feel like getting out to you, because guess what? You didn't burn all my competitors. So now, gets up there, because down there belongs to me. Back there belongs to me. Your arse is mine. And that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, but it is a long-term play. You must get your training. You must get your training together if you're going to do this stuff. And I was showing you guys, like, yeah, look, man. Let me show you this real quick before we go. So I do $14 an hour. You do 2 dishwashers. That's $28 an hour times 15 hours a day. That's $420 a day, 365 days a week. That's quite a piece of change. So any way that a location can trim down on these kind of numbers, if they can go from 2 dishwashers to 1, or they can go from 3 dishwashers to 1, this is a very big selling point. It's a very big selling point for them to get a dishwasher. They can save on this number with tankless. Like I said, you can go out, descale the dishwasher, descale the ice machine, descale the tankless. Those are 3 that you're going to be able to do and make your money. All right. So if we don't, I would like to thank the contributors to the channel. Let me see who else we got here. And let me flash some of this up there too. I'll take some of your questions before I go. Oh, Najee, let me see here. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I don't know why my thing is. Let me flash up. Thank you very much for contributing to the channel. I already did, Brother Frank. So thank you very much. I was running. I didn't get a chance to put any stock tickers up because StreamYard doesn't have an app for that. I guess I got to switch over to Restream. I did say I would start. Maybe I'm going to do a show, at least one show a week on Restream, and we'll see how that goes. Man, Brother Frank stuff. There we go. I'm thanking the people that contributed to the channel. But if you guys don't have anything else you'd like to ask about, I'm going to wrap this thing up. And we can always revisit more of this later on, where I can, as you guys digest this, we can go into more into tankless. We can go into, oh, sure, no problem, Mel. Second biggest contributor of the channel, by the way. That's Mel. Mel, you deserve a video like this. I'm gonna have to do one. I'm gonna do one for you. So these are the #1 contributors to the channel. But yes, tankless, you can clean a tankless. So just for Mel, you can clean tankless. You don't need, let me show you guys this freaking video. You don't need YouTube. Tankless water heater flush. Who is this? That looks like MH or whatever the hell. Let me do this one. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's what you're looking at. So they're using vinegar. Yes. And you can use other submersible pumps. You could actually use a hand pump, not a hand pump, but it's an attachment for your drill that you can get. They used to be $5. They've gone up in price. Harbor Freight has a deal. I don't know if it's still going on, but Harbor Freight has a deal with a submersible pump, a recirculation pump, with the battery for like $40 or something like that. Manufacturers are an uppity bunch. Manufacturers don't want to admit that they need your service, which is why I direct you guys towards Blue Air, Arctic Air, that type of thing. All those customers, all the Dukers, they need your service. Hoshizaki don't give a damn about you. Scotsman doesn't give a damn about you. Manitowoc doesn't give a damn about you. But guess what? Dukers does. Blue Air does. Arctic Air does. Those people are actively looking for you. And I have a temperature regulation company, a temperature monitoring company that's trying to give me some information. So once I actually speak to these people, I'll relay that information to you guys. So be on the lookout for that. But that's what took up a lot of my day today, was the fact that I was talking with a new client. I'm actually expanding the number of franchisees that I'm dealing with. Yeah. Turn off water. Hard to get. Yeah, True doesn't need your help. You don't want your help. They can care less. True is one of the more uppity. True, Continental, Dalefield. They are Perlick. They're kind of obnoxious. Yeah, good night to you. This video is only 8 minutes long. And that's it. That's all the water that's held in those things. Yep. And you hook up the hoses. You turn the pump on. Oh, look, and he's doing that on a Renai. But that's it. Can send me the bill. So can send me the bill. What do you mean by that? Mike, make the plug so the bill. Put me on your list of can-dos. All right. And for Mel, I don't know if you're still on here, but Mel, you can also descale the coffee machine, the espresso, the water boilers for their tea and that type of thing. You could go in and do that. You will make did you see that? What did he say? They're only lasting maybe 7. Where the hell did this comment go? What we're seeing in the field is these units last like 5 years. These units are lasting about 5 freaking years. And then it's kaput. Yeah, Mel. So what I was explaining earlier, I don't know what part that you saw or didn't see, but the game plan for you guys is to go ahead and, especially if you can go in and do the ice machine cleaning, which it is not repair. Ice machine cleaning is not repair. Descaling, so it's descaling the ice machine, descaling the tankless water heaters, descaling the dish machine if they have one, and then descaling all their boilers. Because if they're serving tea, they're going to have boilers. They're going to have boilers. Let me show you what these boilers look like, and then we'll hop on off. I'll hop on. All right, let me show you that. And then I'll read that comment. There we go. So these things are not cheap. So you're talking about, and this is Waring for $1,025. Let me show you some of the better ones. Well, I'm not gonna say they're better, but what do they call this? Yeah, just a hot water boiler. Oh, yeah, Fetco. I like my Fetco. So as you can imagine, this unit is $2,489. So this is what they use to provide their restaurants with hot water if somebody wants tea. So if they want tea, this is what they're going to do. And these units kick up a lot of scale. All right. So, all right. While Williams is saying all of it, you'd say commercial be $5K, including filters. Yeah, it all depends on which size and how many units. I'm showing you constantly the one restaurant that had 4 units strung together. On average, I see 2 tankless water heaters. In the let me see if I can show you one with, this one was real close to my home. That's why I want to show it to you. It is, what's that breakfast place I tell you guys about? What is that breakfast place? What is the breakfast place? It's First Watch. So First Watch had they had 2 tankless water heaters. So most places are, like I said, most commercial places are going to have at least 2. Very rarely you're going to see just one. They're going to have 2. Yeah, it depends on what part of the country you're in. It depends on what kind of water you have. Here in Houston and throughout all of Texas, it's going to be quarterly. Florida, because of all the sand and all that other craziness in their freaking water, the water in Florida is pretty rough, and it has it has a lot of calcium in it. I'm also going to say 4 or 3 times a year for descaling. The more often you descale this equipment, the better it's going to run. The fewer errors that these things are going to kick up. What was it? It was Navient. Yeah, that's right. Let me see if I can find another freaking Navient. I'm going to just go. Yeah, I think. Yes. This is what happens. That is the ring of death. That is the ring of death. And they had 2 Navians, and they couldn't figure out why they were having problems. Oh, we don't understand. We got 2 tanks. Why is our water so low? So the health department came and cited them for not having hot enough water, and they couldn't figure it out. So one set of tankless water heaters was supplying the dishwasher and another section of the restaurant, and the other tankless was supplying everything else. Let me see if I can get it. So they were getting these different errors. The one I thought, so one was kicking errors, but it was still working. And the other had the ring of death. So knowing what I know now, I would have just replaced that damn tankless and called it a day. But you're gonna see a lot of this. You got rust, all these different things. There's a lot of opportunity with tankless. There's a lot of opportunity with the generators. Yes, the metal eats itself. There are just so many opportunities in commercial, is what I'm just trying to break it down to you. Yes. And because these tankless are feeding cold water, you don't need a special filter. You could use a regular water filter before the unit feeds the machine. So yours is not. Yeah, most you're never going to see a filter, but they can have they're supposed to have a backflow preventer. Then you have a filter after your backflow preventer. Then you clean your stuff. So there's a number of things. You guys are only looking at a very small portion of this. So once you get in on your PM, there's changing out the filters. There's descaling the tankless water heaters, descaling your dishwasher, descaling your ice machine, descaling your boilers, your hot water boilers for tea and coffee and that type of thing. So you got that kind of stuff. But we are at 2 hours and 18 minutes. Hit me with all your questions and your comments. We'll tackle that stuff on Thursday. Anything you guys might have run across as far as for Generac and all that kind of stuff. Generac, Navient, Bosch, Rinnai. Give Hoshizaki, Scotsman, and Manitowoc a little time to assess the situation in South Florida and in South Carolina, North Carolina. Things are crazy, so you got to let things even out. And once they even out, people figure out where they're going to station themselves while they're rebuilding their restaurants, while they're rebuilding these hotels, while they're rebuilding their homes. Then they will come out with the new schedules. This is going to be one of the few times you're going to hear me say this, but you might actually have to take a class outside of your region. Miami is okay. You might have to go down to Miami and take classes. West Palm Beach, Boca to take classes. I'm pretty sure Tallahassee is okay. But you might have to go to to South Florida and take classes. It's not like if you're in Florida, you're going to have to go to Houston or New Orleans, but that's kind of thing. All right. So how much for your contact portal list? I don't have anything. I don't have any kind of contact portal list. I had a constant contact, couldn't figure out how to get the damn thing off the ground. So for right now, if you contact me on Instagram, I can interact with you. If you leave messages on YouTube in the comment section, any one of the videos, it comes to me within a minute or two of you leaving a comment. I get it, and then I go back and respond to it. If you let me know what kind of issues you have as I come in contact with people from Hoshizaki, Scotsman, and the like, I will in turn let them know what kind of issues you guys are experiencing and adjust. All right. So let me know what you guys are going through out there, and I can go to bat for you. That's all I got. That's all I got. So I want to make sure you guys know I need more subscribers. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I need more subscribers so I can get some what is that called? I'm drawing a blank. I've been running all day. So I can get some people to back the channel. Oh, no problem. Thank you. And then thank all the people that have been subscribing to the channel, keeping this thing going, showing their appreciation. These are some of the other ones. Mel, Richard R. Brown, and then Mel. I don't know where I have you on there, but this is how you can contribute to the channel. Let me see if I can get this off of here. Oh yeah, of course, brother Frank Evans. Let me see what we got up here. Yes, sponsors. All right, so monetization is a ways away, but once I get up to like 1,000, 1,200, that is the threshold needed for me to get sponsors. So then I don't ask you guys. I can then turn to hell. I can then go to TNS and say, hey, I'd like to talk about some of your products with the people that are on my channel. I'd like to talk to Fisher, get sponsored by Fisher on their products. I like their products. Watts, talk about their stuff. So there are a lot of things out there I would like to introduce to you. And once I get up to a certain number of subscribers, then that qualifies me to get sponsorship. So that's what I'm looking for. Not looking to get money out of you guys. I'm looking to get money out of corporate America. That's what I'm looking for. So thanks for hanging out with me. I would love to address your questions. So keep them coming, and we'll talk about that kind of stuff on the next one. Oh yeah, here, let me show you. Let me get